Supai, the most remote village in the United States. Far from the hustle and bustle of the city, this place is present as a differentiator from any other village in the United States. Surrounded by solid and steep cliffs on each side, this is Supai, a small and remote village, hidden behind the stunning Grand Canyon. Behind its big name, who would have thought that the United States still has a remote village, wrapped in simplicity? Supai is a small village located deep in the valley of the Havasu Canyon, which is part of the Grand Canyon in Arizona. Hidden at a depth of 914 meters, this remote place is about 27 kilometers from Las Vegas. There is no land vehicle access to this place. So remote, Supai can only be reached by helicopter and also on foot along the valley. This ancestral land, with its strong spiritual aspects, is dominated by the Havasupai tribe. The name Havasupai itself comes from the spring of the Havazu River. The term Havasupai refers to the word Havasu, which means greenish-blue water, and Pai, which means people. The Havasupai people have inhabited this area for 800 years. Tracing the roots of the Supai civilization at that time, this minority community survived by gathering, farming, and hunting. Starting in 1976 until now, the Supai people have begun to develop their tourism assets, working to survive and preserving the traditions of their ancestors well. Currently, Supai is inhabited by around 600 people who live in simple houses in the valley. Life in Supai is so different, unlike in another part of the world, because it completely depicts life in the United States in general, which is shrouded in hustle and bustle. The most remote village of the 48 states of the United States communicate using the upland human language as its native language. Supai is currently led by a tribal council of 7 people. There is a Bia who is tasked with protecting the community and enforcing the law in the Supai village. Then there is a health clinic that provides health services to local residents. Simple infrastructure buildings that stand firmly in Supai include housing, elementary schools, 2 churches, a post office, a cafe, lodging, Havasupai Lodge, and a helicopter landing pad. Supai residents adhere to indigenous religions that are passed down from their ancestors, and some are Christian. Residents also hold traditional events as a form of gratitude for the blessings and gifts from God. Their sources of income come from the agricultural sector and the tourism sector. Usually, local residents cultivate various plants such as pumpkins, corn, beans, and melons. Then, Supai residents make handicrafts in the form of woven baskets as a characteristic of souvenirs from their tribe. The existence of the Havasu waterfall has successfully revived the community's economy and has become a special attraction for tourists. The phenomenon of the blue-green waterfall color is caused by the presence of travertine deposits reflected by sunlight. This waterfall, the pride of Supai residents, flows from Havazu Canyon to the Colorado River. Tourists can camp to enjoy the calming sensation that blends with nature through the beauty of its waterfall. Limited access to transportation in this remote village certainly does not make the struggle of tourists disappear, just like that visitors can use helicopters or walk along each steep cliff. With minimal access, it is not surprising that the delivery of food or other goods still uses a cart pulled by a donkey. In essence, Supai is the most remote village in the United States, which holds secret labyrinths with their own unique twists and turns. The natural atmosphere that blends with the lives of its residents is able to create peace and tranquility. Supai has grown into a green oasis in the midst of the barren vegetation of the Grand Canyon.